What's up, everybody? You were tuned in to the Cris
Am all?
podcast, episode 89. Big Energy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good Monday afternoon, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whatever you're doing. We hope you're having a good day. As usual, we have a lot of things to talk about. NBA free agency is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Got some NFL stuff to talk about, some boxing, and Rick Ross is out here getting his ass whipped. We're going to talk about it all. So without further ado, let's get to it. And we are back, Cris and Mal podcast, episode 89, Big Energy Monday. Mal, what is going on?
Oh man, feeling good, bro. Just got done with some Reiki, some acupuncture, so feeling good, man. How you doing today?
Good, man. I can't complain. Can't
Like the
complain at
hat,
all.
like the hat.
I know, man.
Stay
Had to
fresh,
represent. Had to represent,
staying fresh. I see, I see.
You know. And
Yeah.
my Royals hat coming in today.
Okay. I like it.
So, all right, brother. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. NBA free agency is here.
Mm-hmm.
The big one, Paul George, signs a 4-year, $202 million deal, 204 of it guaranteed to the 76ers.
Yeah.
Tyron Maxey also signed a 5-year, 5-year, $204 million deal to stay
Mm-hmm.
with the Sixers.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, he signs a 1-year deal to a $11 million deal signed with Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
You had Derek Jones of Dallas. He was with the Dallas Mavericks. He signed a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Clippers.
Yeah.
And then the big moves today, Klay Thomas got Thompson got traded to the Dallas Mavericks. He's on he was on a 1-year, $50 million option, but he gets traded. Guess he worked out a deal to do 3 years, $50 million deals. He's been traded. It's like a multi-deal trade. They still working out the particulars, but
Mm-hmm.
those are the big trades for the day. I'm sure there's some other ones we'll talk about, but those are the ones that stick out to me. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts, sir?
Well, I'll start off with Paul George and the Clippers situation. I think it's a home run for the 76ers. I think they solidified the player that they needed as far as like on that wing spot with Tyrese Maxey and you got Joel Embiid in the center. They got Kelly Oubre coming back, and they're also able to get Eric Gordon. I think it's a plus that they got rid of Tobias Harris too. I'm not a big fan of his. He never really came through, especially in the playoffs. But with the 76ers, man, it all comes down to health with me with this team. Paul George has had some injuries. Obviously, Joel Embiid has had some injuries. So hopefully, they can get that medical team right. Hopefully, Joel Embiid is training, getting healthy. And if this team can stay healthy, man, they're going to be right up there with they're definitely going to be right up there with the Celtics and the Knicks competing for that Eastern Conference. So I think it's really good, especially we're starting to see a couple pieces of talent, go towards the East. You know what I mean? Everybody was kind of like having that conversation how it's too top heavy over at the West, and the East is kind of like a couple teams, and that's pretty much it. With the Clippers, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what goal they have as far as like what sense of direction they want to go with. I don't understand them not wanting to invest into Paul George. If you already were investing in Kawhi Leonard, I get they both have had injuries, but I would put a little bit more faith into Paul George. He played more games. I think he's a little bit more reliable as far as like with health. And then on top of that, you pretty much chose James Harden over Paul George. I don't know. I still don't understand the infatuation with James Harden. you've heard rumors of, Paul George kind of saying like, ever since James Harden was kind of there, like they weren't really playing the right style of basketball. So I really don't know. I know, look, Ty Lue's a great coach, man. I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen. I get they're moving into the new into a dome that they're gonna open with at the beginning of the season. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on over there. As far as Clay, the Warriors situation, Clay to Dallas, I think it's a really good move, man. I know it was pretty much between the Lakers and Dallas Mavericks, and I get it in the sense of that, the Lakers. The Dallas Mavericks were kind of ahead on this deal as far as like they were able to trade away the Tim Hardaway Jr. contract, create more flexibility with that. I think they're still trying to figure out the trade with the Warriors because they're going to do a sign and trade with that, as you mentioned earlier. Um, I know there's a lot of things going on with my Lakers on Lakers Twitter right now, where cats are kind of going back and forth with that. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but. Uh, I think it's a really good move for Dallas, man. I'm not mad. People still think that Klay Thompson is like this washed up player. I get it that he's not the Klay Thompson of old, but Klay Thompson did average 17.9 points per game. He did get 3.3 rebounds. He did shoot 43.2% from the field, 38.7% from 3-point range. That's still really good. That was only two points away from what Steph Curry shot. Steph Curry shot 40%. Klay shot 38. Like. Klay Thompson is not washed, especially on the offensive side. You know what I mean? He may not be as consistent as he once was, but I think he still has it in him. I get the defense ain't going to be the same, but he still plays defense better than some of these cats that we see. He plays better than Luka. You know what I mean? We saw that all year round. Um, so yeah, I think with those two trades, those are pretty impressive. I really do like what the Thunder did. They get Isaiah Hartenstein from the Knicks. I really do like that. You pair that with Alex Caruso. You finally get you a center, and so I can move Chet to the 4. That team is loaded. A bunch of young athletes on that squad. I get people don't understand the payment of what Isaiah Hartenstein got. I get it. Like it is a lot of money for him, but he's an active player, man. He's gonna get you boards. He's gonna get you at least like 10 to 14 points. You know what I mean? So I think that was really good. I think another big news is the Nuggets losing all these pieces. They just lost Contavious Caldwell Pope. To the Magic. I think that's going to be huge. I don't know I don't know how they're going to be able to come back from that. From them losing a couple pieces. I think they traded away Reggie Jackson as like a salary dump. So, I get it. People are still going to have the Nuggets as title contenders. I personally do not. I just think like, yeah, Jokic he's an all-time great. He's going to give you what he's going to give you. There's no question about that. But Jamal Murray, man, he still has injury problems. You know what I mean? That could come up. Aaron Gordon and, Michael Porter Jr., those guys have been playing well these last couple years, but one of those guys is going to have to really jump up for them to continuously maintain where they're at as far as like at the top of the Western Conference, at top of the league and contending for me. And CP3 for Wemby, I think that's going to be great for Wemby. They finally got a point guard, so I think that's going to help a lot for them. And I think it's really good for CP3 to pair up with Pop. So, and then obviously you still got rumors of Lauri Markkanen still getting traded and all that. So we got to see how it goes. But overall, it's kind of going the way I thought it would, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of saw Paul George going to the Sixers. I saw it that way. Once he opted out, the Clippers, I knew he was going to the Sixers. It makes sense. Like you said, they needed a wing player. He could add that extra oomph to that team that they need. So, and of course, he's going to get his points. So it won't be so Joel Embiid heavy. And he can play both sides of the court too. Like he plays pretty good defense on the other end. So the only thing, like you said, with them is nutrition, just health. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the story with the Sixers is health. Can Joel Embiid stay healthy? Can Paul George stay healthy? He's not far from having his own injury issues. So that's what this trade is going to come down, or this signing is going to come down to. Is if Paul George can stay healthy and if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, can they get on the same page too? Because if they can get on the same page, then they can definitely be a contender out of the East. So I'm interested to see, how they play together and how that shakes out. Clay Thompson going to the Dallas Mavericks. Hey man, he could be the third guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to be this, he's not coming in to be the man or the savior. He's coming in to add some extra points. That third guy that they needed, that's what
Mm-hmm.
Clay Thompson is. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If Clay Thompson is on the Dallas Mavericks this finals might go differently because
Mm-hmm.
now you got somebody who can shoot. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, and that's what they needed. They needed a third guy who could provide them 16 to 17 points a night. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? With Luca and Kyrie, they gonna do all the heavy lifting. All Clay got to
Yeah.
do is just hit his few big shots. We need a big three in third and fourth quarter to get back in the game. That's what Clay
Mm-hmm.
Thompson could do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the trade. Chris Paul going to the Spurs, I thought that was a great move. You know what I'm saying? He's going to provide veteran leadership. Uh, he's going to be a good mentor for Wemby. He can take Wemby under his wing and, help him booster up his career. And it's finally a point guard that understands the game, can see the whole floor. And I know he's long in the tooth. I get it.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
he's a veteran that why wouldn't you want Chris Paul on your team? You know what I'm saying? So and he's going to provide that veteran leadership, like I say, and he's going to help out that point guard. Didn't they draft a point guard in the draft?
Yeah, I think they got homie from UConn, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be a good mentor to him too. So,
Yeah.
uh, I like the Chris Paul signing. KCP going to Orlando. That's a good pickup for Orlando.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
He can
sure. Yeah,
shoot.
yeah, they needed that. They
KCP.
needed that for sure.
Yeah,
Helps with get a
especially
little bit more scoring over there too.
yeah, shooting. He could shoot and he could play defense. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they need over there. You know what I'm saying? Pablo Banquero, he'll love KCP on the squad. So,
Jalen Suggs too. Yeah.
um, yeah, so they'll be better. And like I said, he's a veteran, so he's going to provide that veteran leadership over there too. That's what they need because
Mm-hmm.
they got a lot of young cats over in Orlando. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll provide that veteran leadership over there. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I know you guys signed Max Christie. How you feel about that?
All right, yeah. So, look, I ain't gonna try to be going with this Lakers talk. I get it. I love the Max Christie trade. Not trade, but signing. I think it's really good. 4 years, 32 million. That's about 8 years, 8 million a year. That's good for him. You know what I mean? He still needs to prove that he can be consistent in the rotation, which I think he can. Be more consistent with the 3-point shot. I think he could be a really good 3-and-D type of guy. So just needs a little bit more development. I'm not mad at the money. Look, I get it. Lakers Twitter, I get it. We are upset. I know a lot of people are upset that the Lakers have not really done too much, but just re-signed some of our pieces. I get with the D'Lo thing, it kind of slowed things up. We needed him to um, you know, accept that deal, to opt into his deal for the final year for us to be able to trade him. So I get it, all that. But I'm gonna say this here right now: all this scapegoating that some of these people that I'm seeing doing for Rob Pelinka, they got to stop, bro. I get it with the sense of Bron and AD do have some blame for the situations that we currently are in, especially with the Russell Westbrook trade. But Rob Pelinka has done nothing but the bare min. He deserves no scapegoat at all. Like, he deserves a lot of blame for this too. Uh, I get it. Some people are high on Klay Thompson. Some people are low on Klay Thompson. I'm one of the guys where I think he would have been a really great piece for us because our biggest issue has been on the perimeter with scoring, defense, all that. I get it. Klay Thompson was not going to be the end all be all for us to get to championship level status. There's going to be a couple more moves that we needed to do. I get that, but he would have helped a lot. And for you to have that opportunity for Bron to take whatever kind of pay cut it is, whether it's 5, 10, 15, whatever the hell it is. I saw somebody pretty much, tweeted that, Bron really said, I'll bet you 20 million that Pelinka can't do your job. He can't do his job. So at the end of the day, stop scapegoating Rob Pelinka. Stop trying to tell me that, Laker fans are being over emotional and all that. Laker fans have every right to feel whatever the fuck they want to feel like, because at the end of the day, Rob Pelinka has not done his job. People try to tell me that was Bron and AD that wanted to do the Westbrook trade. I get it, they wanted him, but if you the GM, do your job. Tell them that Russell Westbrook ain't we all knew he was not going to be a really good fit. So miss me with all that stuff that people are trying to sit here and tweet and all that type of stuff. It is what it is, man. At this point right now, I would love the Lakers to try to see if they can do a trade. You know, there are rumors about them, the Nets possibly being entertained and bringing D'Lo back, and maybe we can get a Cam Johnson or something to come back in that trade. Obviously, I think in a situation like that, we're probably gonna have to give him one of our first. That's cool. Cam Johnson is a young 3-and-D guy that would be really helpful for this team, and then maybe possibly later on in the year we can, you know, figure some other things out as far as like whether it be Gabe Vincent. I don't want to see Vando go or Rui go, but if you can upgrade that position, cool. Figure it out. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is we need to figure out whether we're going to be all in for winning or we're going to be developmental, because it can't be one of the two. This is the one thing that bugs me with Pelinka, because you say here on your press conferences with JJ Redick, you're sitting here telling us like, oh, it's about we're going to develop these guys. We're going to stick to our guns as far as like, you know, keeping the first round picks and doing all this stuff. And I get it. Plans are fluid. Shit can change as stuff happens. But then you can't go the other lane and then sit here and then try to be like, oh, we're going to try to swing for the fences and try to trade D'Lo for this. And we're going to try to go after Klay Thompson and all this other type of stuff. It's like, yo, pick a lane and stick to it. That's kind of like my frustration with the Lakers. Either we're going to go all in and then try to get some pieces to win championships while LeBron is still here, or let's just go the route where, yo, LeBron, tell Bron, suck it up. You can take your max. If that's what you want to do, take your max. But we're going to stick with the players that we're going to have here with Dalton Connect, Max Christie, Austin Reeves. We're going to develop these guys to build them up. So when you're gone, AD can have the pieces and they can have the tutelage and the experience so they can be able to step in and take over the throne when you're gone, because that's going to come. It's coming. So pick a lane and stick to it. This is my frustration with this organization. They don't know which lane they want to go. They either want to kiss LeBron's ass and do what he wants to do, or they sit here and say JJ Redick's going to sit here and develop these guys, and we're going to be, you know, youthful and go in that direction. So pick a lane and stick to it.
Yeah, speaking of your Lakers in the second round with the 55th pick drafted LeBron James Jr. Bronny James, I mean. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that, sir?
You know, I expected it, man. You know, everybody saw it clear as day. I think the most entertaining thing was when the Celtics were right before us. You heard some podcasters and some analysts kind of say that, you know, they should draft Bronny, kind of hold him for hostage so and see what they can get from the Lakers and all that. But you know, that was kind of funny, entertaining talk. But at the end of the day, man, I'm happy for Bronny. I get it. You know, people are on this whole nepotism thing with LeBron, you know, doing this for his son. And at the end of the day, I can't be mad for him doing nepotism to get his son to the Lakers. We all know what it is. Bronny would have never been in this position if it wasn't for his dad. We totally get it. But we see it all throughout sports and ownership. We see it through businesses. We see it all the time, man. Chris, if you had a son, you can help him get a better opportunity for his life. You're going to do it because you worked hard enough to get your family into that position. Am I wrong? Right or wrong? So right. At the end of the day, I'm rooting for Bronny. I want him to succeed. People got to remember, I get people are trying to say he trash and all this other stuff. Look, before Bronny had that heart problem, he was heading in the right direction. He was putting up points. He was a great defensive player. He was an athletic player. He was good. Do I believe he just needed another year? I do, but I'm not mad at him. Hopefully he can be under his dad's wing, get the experience, get the tools that he needs, and hopefully he succeeds, man. But hopefully everybody's rooting for this kid, man, and not trying to pile on to all this stuff, man. And you know, just hopefully he can turn into a great player, role player, whatever the ceiling is for him, and he can just succeed in this league.
Yeah, I agree, man. As far as the nepotism thing, people criticizing that, man, it happens in corporate America all the time. I don't want to hear that mess. It's top tier corporate people who got sons and daughters, and they put them in positions, and they probably wouldn't have got nowhere else. And now they're probably CEOs or whatever, because Absolutely. Their mother or father was the CEO of said company. So I don't want to hear nothing about no nepotism. It happens in everyday America all the time. As far as Bronny on the court, like I said, I'm with you. I hope the kid succeeds. Yes. Do I think he should have went back to college and probably put another year in and maybe he comes out in this draft a little bit, looking a little bit better, maybe.
Mhm.
But I also understand the other side of this draft wasn't the strongest draft, so why not come out this year? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And possibly, get drafted first, second round. So he got drafted to the Lakers. He gets to play with his father. What better person to play for than somebody who they're gonna look out for you? They're gonna look out for
Yeah.
your best interest. They're not gonna, try to bury you on the roster or anything like that. Like, and he's going to give him all the tools and the resources for him to be better. So, and even if that's him going to the G League, I don't know, but
Yeah.
he's definitely going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best for the kid. I'm rooting for him for real.
Yeah. And no matter how we feel about Braun, or no matter how you personally feel about Braun or anything like that, it's a dope ass story, dog. He get to play with his son. His son get to play with his father. Man, that's an experience that no one has ever got to experience at all in the
Yeah,
NBA. This is the first
yeah,
pairing that will ever get to experience that. Who knows if we even get to see this again? Braun is still playing at a high level, so he gets to play with his dad while he potentially can win a ring. He can still has a chance to win a ring. So depending on how certain situations go, but I think it's a dope story
yeah.
all around, man, and it's just cool to see.
I mean, the last time I remember a father and son was Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. That was it.
Yeah, yeah,
They
you know
played
what I mean.
together. So,
Right. So, and then I do think some of the memes have been kind of funny, especially, I think I seen one where, he misses the three and he whooping his ass. I'm just chasing him down the hallway. But
mm,
nah, man, it should be fun. I do believe that he will see some on the court play with his dad. I think sooner than a lot of people think too. I think he will eventually be hitting the G League, but I don't think the G League officially starts until like November or anything like that, mid-November or whatever. I could be wrong, but so I do believe he will see some playing time on the court, on the actual NBA court this year. I really do. I really do.
mm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see him in summer league. I'm sure he's gonna play in the summer league to get some run
Yeah,
out there. So
I'm excited to see that
that'll be
team.
good.
Yeah. Hmm.
That'd be good. That would be good
Check
to
him
see
out.
for sure.
Hmm.
All right, man. Let's talk about boxing, man.
That's the
Teofimo Lopez, man. Now look,
yeah.
the man dominated every round. Let's get that
Mhm.
out the way. Like, I get it. People want to see knockouts, and some guys just got hard chins, man. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Do I think Teofimo just looked terrible in this fight? No, I don't think he looked bad. I mean, he has some really good shots in this fight. He's beating the hell out of this dude. Dude just
Mhm.
wouldn't go down. And it just happens like this sometimes. I don't get this notion of we say said fighter looks bad, but he dominates every round. It'd be one thing if each round was like toss ups and close rounds, and oh no, Clay could have got about 5 or 6 of these rounds. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, all right, I get what y'all saying. Yeah, Tiafimo's
Absolutely.
looking bad in this fight. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen that from Tiafimo, where
Yeah.
he's looked bad, and we're
Mhm.
questioning like, is he winning this fight? You know what I'm saying? And one of the
Mhm.
fights we thought he lost, where he was like, do I still got it? Man, I should have lost
Yeah.
that fight.
Mhm.
I forgot the fighter that he was going against at the time, but we've seen Tiafimo look bad.
Yeah.
This fight, I don't think he looked bad. I just think that the dude just wouldn't go down. And some fighters are just guys who just they can take punches, man, and they just keep coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Clay was doing. He just kept coming.
Yeah.
But Tiafimo was fine. Do I do think he needs a big time fighter to get this whatever people saying about Tiafimo? Yes, he's not knocking fools out like he was at 135. Yes, maybe the power hasn't officially traveled with him at 140, but I still think he's a good fighter. I still want to see him versus some of the top fighters at 140. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Give me, I know everybody's down on Devin Haney, but I still want to see the fight. I still want to see it. I don't
Yeah.
care. Do I
Mhm.
think TFMO win? Yes, I do. But I still think it's a marquee fight. They still
Mhm.
champions at the end of the day. Him and
Mhm.
Isaac Cruz would be they gonna be throwing bombs at each other. I think TFMO would beat Isaac Cruz.
Mhm.
Personally, I do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then if he gets a Tank or a Shakur Stevenson, if they move up to 140, I'm fine with that fight too. So
Yeah.
I think Teofimo will be fine. I think people are overacting. They want to see knockouts. I get it. They want to get dudes out of there. Clay gets not a known name, so they'll call him a plumber or whatever. He's fighting a plumber or a mechanic in there. But
Mhm.
all in all, he dominated every round. What more do you want from the man? So That's my
Yeah.
thoughts on the fight.
Nah, my sentiments. I agree to you. At the end of the day, Teofimo, he, as you said, he dominated every round. I think he won damn near every round. Uh, he did move. You know, he is moving. He did move up a weight class. You know,
Mm,
the dude just may have a chin. We saw that with David Benavidez. We know David Benavidez got power, but he couldn't put homie down. He moved up. It just happens.
yeah,
He has to get, you got to get
yeah,
acclimated to the weight. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And do I believe that Teofimo needs to start fighting bigger names? I do, because I think he deserves to have the bigger. I think he deserves to have bigger buzz. You know, his press conferences are entertaining. His fights are entertaining. With wherever you go, whether he looks bad or he looks good, it's an entertaining fight. We can all agree to that.
Mhm.
I know you got people on here trying to tell me that Devin Haney's going to beat Teofimo. No, he's not. Let's stop with the cap right now. He's not beating
Mm,
Teofimo. I don't even think it's close to me personally. Uh, I think he still has power. Like you saw the bruises, you saw the abrasions on the other person's face. Like he just didn't knock him down. I get people are still on this high over the Tank Davis fight. I get it.
mhm.
Tank knocked out Frank Martin. We all hold Frank Martin is I wouldn't say a household name, but it's a more a notable name compared to who Teofimo fought, and he knocked him down in the eighth. But let's not forget, Frank Martin looked really good in that fight before that knockdown. Before he
Yeah, he
decided he
did.
just wanted to chill on the ropes. You know what I mean? So we can't sleep
Mhm.
on that either. Like I get Tank will be the favorite of that fight. He should be the favorite of that fight. But y'all cannot sit here and tell me that Teofimo don't have a chance to win that fight. We see that Gervonta Davis can't get tagged. We see that it's possible that we've seen him get rocked before. We have seen it. We've seen it with him between him and Isaac Cruz. They battled that out where to the point where it looked like, maybe Isaac Cruz may be able to steal this one. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, all these fighters come across somebody where, you expect them to knock them out, but they don't. We've seen it with Mike Tyson. We've seen it with Roy Jones. We've seen it with, the Trinidads, the Oscar De La Hoyas, the Mayweathers. We've seen it with them all. Like, it happens, bro. Like, people got to stop living in the moment. Teofimo is one of the top fighters in boxing right now. He
Mhm.
was talking shit to Bob Arum. I thought that shit was hilarious when he was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
you ain't got nobody
Um,
else, so you better cheer the fuck up." Be based on my performance. So at the end of the day, man, if Bob Arum wants to show stardom in this kid, you got to start booking him bigger fights, man. It's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? We got Shakur Stevenson. I'm sure we'll talk about that on Wednesday, but we need to see it
yeah,
from Shakur. Like, people still put
yeah,
Shakur Stevenson on this high pedal, but the last couple fights have not been impressive to me. And I'm a big fan of Shakur Stevenson, but I need to see something to see if you can be able
mhm.
to compete with the Teofimos and the Tanks and all that. You
Tank.
know what I mean? We need to see this. So stop acting like he ain't got questions either. So I think the only one that's close around those weight classes that should be talked about in dominant terms is Tank Davis. That's the only one. But even then, you can still question some of the fights that he has had and some of the fighters he has fought. So, you can nitpick at little shit with every boxer,
Yeah,
but
man. Yeah, I just
Teofimo's fine. He's fine.
yeah, yeah, he's fine. I saw people on the timeline. One dude said he's not a good boxer. He's just an athlete who can
That's
box.
crazy.
I'm like, all right, man,
That's
whatever, man.
crazy, bro. Come on, man.
But
Like,
I
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I do want to mention some on these a couple of undercard fights. The first
Yeah,
one is Nico Ali Wash, brother.
bro.
Let me tell you
He's
something.
not good, bro.
No, but listen. That shoulder injury was nasty as hell. But
It was.
brother, one man too. And I know I have my gripes about Jake Paul, but brother, I would have took that money against Jake Paul and beat the shit out of Jake Paul. What is wrong
100%.
with you, Nico? I don't
100%.
care what Teofimo. I would have told Teofimo to kiss my ass and fought Jake Paul and got
Mm-hmm.
my money.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You wanted to be taken. You would have got took him serious. Yeah, knock Jake Paul out. You
Mm-hmm.
could did the press con. This is what happens when you fight real boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like bam.
Yeah.
Now you probably gonna get all kinds of pub.
Yeah.
You knocked out Jake Paul because say what you want about Jake Paul. Anybody knocked him out?
Mm-hmm.
He had a close fight with Tyson, with Tommy Fury,
Mm-hmm.
but you had a knocked out or beat the hell out of Jake Paul, brother. You want to talk about getting your name out there? I mean, you
Yeah.
already getting your name out there because you're the grandson of Muhammad Ali. But if you want to shake that shadow, I'm just saying, brother, I'd have took that money. The
Yeah.
other thing is, Bam Edwards, brother, you have a knockout of the year candidate. That
Mm,
uppercut that you put on old boy,
yeah.
woo, That was one for the ages, man. And this kid's only 24 years old, and he done wiped out the whole flyweight. He done wiped out all the top tier fighters in that division. He's only 24 years old.
Yeah.
So I can see him moving up. Maybe we get him anyway down the
Hey,
road.
that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Just saying.
That would be
You know what I'm
interesting.
saying?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
him
yeah,
and Shoo Shoo. Him and Shoo Shoo. I'm just
yeah.
saying, you know what
That could
I'm
be
saying?
yo. You could do them two for the honor to fight anyway for his first
You know,
American. You know, not saying I think
mhm.
anyway has been on American soil fought, but like
He has.
his biggest fight on American soil. You know
Mhm.
that could be the ticket because anyway, I'm telling you, anyway can literally be the next Pacquiao man. He really could, bro.
Yeah.
His name could be so much bigger.
Yeah, he can. He can for sure. But hey, man, like I said, get off Teofimo's back, man. He all right, man. He'll be
Man,
fine.
come on.
All right, man. Let's do our better surefire picks.
For sure. You want to go with me?
You go ahead.
All right. Obviously, you know, if you're into soccer, you got the big soccer match with USA versus Uruguay. I'm not picking the winner, but I'm gonna take over 2.5 goals for that game. Tomorrow, I'm gonna take Brazil over Colombia money line, and then also for tomorrow, the Aces play the Fever out here in, at T-Mobile Arena. I'm gonna take the Aces, and I'm gonna be froggy, man. I'm gonna take the -13 with that too. So, those are my three for my surefire picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the LA Dodgers. I like the Cleveland Guardians, and of course, I'll take my Royals all the time. By the way, they won the series against the Guardians. Should have been 4-0, but we got cheated in the third game because that wasn't a home run, damn it. Stupid refs. But we won 3-1. We beat the series. And then I got the Seattle Storm -1.5. I got the Phoenix Mercury +130.
Mm,
I'm taking the New York Liberty -5.5.
okay. Okay.
So, yeah, those are my surefire picks. Where's the sound? Where's the sound? If you go to our YouTube page and our Twitter page in the pin section, you'll see the link for Bet Us. First time betters who want to sign up,
Mm-hmm.
go there. You sign in, put in $100 minimum. In the promo section, you put 120, join 125, get 125% signing bonus on your first bet, and you get 3 risk-free bets and 10% gambling insurance. So go over to Bet Us and make you some money. All right, brother. Ricky Rose thought it was a good idea to go to Vancouver.
Was it Vancouver or was it Toronto? It was Vancouver.
They said it was Vancouver.
Okay.
Went to Vancouver. I guess he was listening to. Was he listening to Kendrick?
He was trying to play. They were playing. They not like us. Or they were trying
And
to.
some drunk white guy didn't particularly like that. So he
Uh,
walked up on Mr. Rose and started talking trash and
uh,
gave him a shot to the head. And then
yeah.
chaos ensued where looks like his bodyguard got beat the hell up. Jesus, man.
Yeah, there was
Ricky
somebody that
Rose,
got laid the fuck out at the end of that video. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was part of Ross's camp or if that was just
I just know the big dude with the dreads got his ass whooped.
mm-hmm.
And if that's his bodyguards, Rick Ross, you need to get you some better bodyguards, sir. Get you
Yeah.
a Michael J. White type dude, just karate chop somebody in the neck. So
Start getting back on that bag.
yeah, because yeah, well, 50 Cent, you knew he was gonna troll. You knew he was gonna say something. But yeah, it's not a good look, Rick. It's always something with you, brother. And, I need you to get it together. What's your thoughts, sir?
You know, I woke up to this video, man, and look, man, Ross, look, if you're gonna talk all this mess to Drake, man, you should have your head on the swivel if you're gonna go to across them borders, bro. If you're gonna go to Poutine land, like you gotta keep your head on the swivel, my guy. Like them Canadians don't play about their Drake. They don't play about their OVO shit. it is what it is. It's funny, but it also kind of sucks because we don't want to see nobody get hurt off of this beef. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still kind of see, a lot of these, Drake fans, man, they still butt hurt by the results of this whole, battle between Kendrick and Drake. At the end of the day, man, we should move on from this. Look, if you want to play Not Like Us in Canada, just be prepared. There could be some issues with that. You hearing rumblings with Drake putting hits on people and shit like that. Those are just rumors. I'm not saying that shit's true or not, but if you have time to read them blogs, you can kind of see little bits and pieces of that. But at the end of the day, man, Ross, man, you gotta, if you're gonna get yourself in them squabbles, bro, you gotta be able to, just keep your head on that swivel, man. And then, also, have you seen that What's the Dirt shit on the 616? Have you seen that YouTube shit? You should watch that. So it's a YouTube channel called What's the Dirt, and this man literally dissects from the art cover to the title to all the lyrics, everything. It's so in depth on how everything goes. He got his receipts, he has all that shit. So if you're really still in tune with this beef, and you want to hear some of the meanings behind what Kendrick was saying on that track, I advise anybody to go watch it. It was a very entertaining watch, and if a lot of that stuff is true on what he said, Drake look a mad suspect, bro. on me. So it's called What's the Dirt. Shout out to his channel, bro. But that shit was interesting.
Wow, gotta check it out for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about EA college football. It's coming out soon.
Man, 2 weeks? What, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, I get it 3 days early though.
Oh, me too, brother. Me too. Yes, sir.
EA college football top 25 rank. This rankings almost made me not get the goddamn game because
why?
They slacking. Let me ask you something, man. Mo.
Yeah, ask me, sir.
Where's Missouri at? Man?
All right, well.
Huh? You mean to tell me Kansas is over Missouri?
Hey, your boy Ty probably doing cartwheels over that shit, bro.
Ty and my boy Clarence.
Missouri should be a lot higher, man. I think they should low key be in the top 10. I think they should be in the top 10. I think they should be. I low key think they should be higher than Michigan. I think they should be higher than Utah. I would put them around the Penn State LSU squad. I would put them around there. They should definitely be in the top 10 for sure, at least.
What are we doing? You almost made me not get this damn game because of it. This is ridiculous.
Hey man, they might change it up before it come out. They might bump up some stats, man. They might have missed something.
Now they need to get it together.
Like honestly, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why Michigan's so high. I really don't get it. They lost a lot of pieces on that squad.
They lost their whole quarterback.
Yeah, USC ought to have a lot lower. I get it. A lot of people are hyping up that quarterback for what he did on a bowl game, but it was a bowl game against, players that, weren't getting drafted. So, man. It's crazy, man. I think overall the power rankings, like Georgia number 1, I'm not surprised. Ohio State number 2, not surprised. Oregon number 3. You can low key if you want. You could kind of go back and forth with Ohio State and Oregon. I think Oregon's they're gonna be title contenders for sure. Alabama always. I'm kind of curious to see how that works with the new head coach, homie from Washington. What was his name? Homie from Washington who went, was it DeBoer or something like that? What was his name?
Which one?
The coach from the Huskies. He went to the Bama. What was his name?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? So we got to see how that goes. Texas, Clemson, Notre Dame, LSU, so on and so forth. But, my Gators are nowhere near the top 25, it looks like. That's another disappointment. I don't see my Gators on there anywhere. I think we're better than Kansas. I think we should be. I think we should be better than Arizona. Iowa. Here's the thing with Iowa, man. I get it. I feel like people overhype Iowa a lot. No disrespect to y'all Hawkeye fans, but and I just don't understand it. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. Y'all have like really good defenses and shit, but y'all offenses be like Y'all look like y'all from
Trash.
like the 1980s, bro, like or the early 1900s, bro. Them shits be weak. Um, so, but you still gonna play, bro. You know, just level up your squad, bro. You gonna have to do the dynasty thing. You know, I heard they're gonna be doing a whole dynasty looking thing tomorrow. So it's supposed to be like 6 minutes long.
That's whack, bro.
Hey man, just level it up.
You look at all the other rankings. The Missouri is from 8 to 10.
What do they? Did they do the ranking now for like real college football yet?
No, on ESPN they got the post spring games rankings, and
Is
Missouri's
Missouri in the
like
top 25?
they were 8.
Oh, they were 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. You gonna have to email EA and see what's up. I don't know why they don't
Yeah,
hate. I
do
don't
that.
know. Probably Jayhawk
Hey,
fans. It's probably what it is.
yeah, as it is, they probably Kansas fans,
Probably.
whack asses. All right, man. Let's talk about this AFC breakdown. We're gonna do the AFC East today. Well, Thursday because we gotta do a show Thursday because Wednesday's 4th of July. You know how they go. But uh, we're gonna do the NFC East on Thursday. So let's get to it.
So,
Where we at? All right, let's start with the Buffalo Bills.
mhm.
Now they lost a lot of people on their defense, particularly Jordan Poyer, Leonard Floyd, Micah Hyde is on the team, but he's contemplating retirement because of his neck, and Tre'Davious White, who's now a Charger. Poyer went to the Miami. I think Leonard Floyd went to the 49ers. Then they lost Gabe Davis too. I mean, we all felt Gabe was a little overrated, but
Mhm.
he still was a decent wide receiver. Now
Mhm.
they added Curtis Samuel. Uh, they got Lowell Collins, offensive lineman. Got also other offensive lineman, Will Clapp. Safety, Mike Edwards, which he's a decent safety. Played for my Chiefs last year. Chase Claypool, don't know what we're going to get from him.
Mhm.
Dwayne Smoot, defensive end from the Jaguars. And then linebacker, Deion Jones. I think he played for the Cowboys last year. Then in the draft, they got Keon Coleman, Cole Bishop, Dwayne Carter, and running back Ray Davis. So they added some people, but defensively, I do think they take a step back. Offensively, I still think they'll be. They got Josh Allen, you got Kincaid, you got Knox. You know those receivers are still decent. They also added MVS too. I don't know why
Mhm.
they did that, but whatever. Um,
Bro, he got you to a
but
Super Bowl, bro. Come on,
he
man.
got a okay.
He
Um,
caught he caught a big pass to help y'all get to the Super Bowl.
okay, he
He
did.
did he or did he not?
You right. You right. You right.
That's
You right.
crazy. Chiefs
Anyway,
fans are grateful.
yeah, you right. My bad. Anyway, but I do think they take a step back. I do think they'll be able to score points. I just don't think they'll be able to stop anybody. Von Miller is 175 years old.
Hmm.
Uh, Greg Russo has never lived up to the billing. Um, it's just I don't know that defense is they're gonna take a huge step back. Matt Milano's coming back, but he's coming off of injury. So, and you lose your two best safeties that kind of man that ship in that secondary with a Tre'Davious White, who was a top corner when he was healthy.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I could see them going like a 8-9, 9-8, maybe 10-7, and sneaking into the wild card. But
Yeah.
you know that's just my assessment of Buffalo Bills. What's your thoughts?
Nah, I agree. I think the main thing is I think there's gonna be a lot of pressure on Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. In two different lights. With Josh Allen, obviously he's not gonna lose his job. You know, Josh Allen's gonna be there for as long as he wants to be there. You know, to the end time until he retires. It's just that if he wants to be obviously if he wants to be on the same kind of status as Patrick Mahomes, he needs to be able to prove that he can win with the talent that is around him. And see if he can elevate these receivers into being great receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like I get
Yeah,
it. I'm not talking about in the sense of championships because he's a long, long way from that. I'm just talking about sense of
yeah,
just talent wise. Can he
right,
elevate these receivers up? You know, can he elevate Keon Coleman to be a top receiver? Can he elevate, Dalton Kincaid? You know, he has Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. Those guys are not scrubs on the tight end side. They're not.
No,
You know what I
they're
mean? So
not.
he has pieces. He has a running back to help him out. So
James Cook. I forgot about James
James
Cook. Yeah.
Cook, and you know what I mean. So their offense should technically be fine. I get it. It's gonna have a little bumps in here and there, just trying to get reacclimated with these new receivers. But you have the safety net with those tight ends. You should have all the rapport with those two tight ends and James Cook to help you. Steer the motion to not lag off. With Sean McDermott, I think. Look, man, I think this could be his last year. I don't know. I'm still shocked that he's still the head coach of this team. I thought they would have let him go after what happened last year, especially that they should have been able to beat this Chiefs team and they still couldn't do it. That defense, we all know that defense is not going to be good this year. It's just not. They're going to get scored on. The Bills going to have to at least get close to 24 to 30 points every game to just hopefully be able to win. But yeah, Sean McDermott, man, the clock's on you, brother. Like, you got to be able to produce in these certain circumstances. You were a defensive minded head coach, wasn't he? He was a defensive minded coach, right? So
Sean McDermott, yeah, he was.
Yeah, so
No, he is.
build that defense up, bro. You know what I mean? Get those young guys in shape, and let's see what's up. You know what I mean? So, I expect the Bills to. I think they'll have a shot to make the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean, as far as like a wild card, but I don't think they'll win this division though. I don't know why people still think they're going to win this division. I don't.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go to the Jets, man. Now they had some. They didn't really have too many. They lost Josh Huff to free agency. He went over to the Eagles and got paid. But they ended up trading for Hassan Reddick from the Eagles. Go figure. But there's a little controversy with that situation. He didn't show up to OTAs or whatever, and he was in Japan, so there's a little cloud over that. But I think they'll be fine. Aaron Rodgers is always going to be the story of the Jets. He's coming off of an Achilles injury at 41 years old. Can he stay healthy, and can he look anything like Aaron Rodgers? If he's anything better than, he just got to be better than Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
if you can be competent and solid, get the ball to the playmakers when you need to get to, and use Breece Hall at your disposal, then they have a chance on this offense.
Yeah.
They brought in Tyron Smith. They signed Morgan. They traded for Morgan Moses, another tackle from the Ravens. They pretty much beefed up this offensive line. They signed Javon Kinlaw, signed quarterback Tyron Taylor for insurance policy. Solomon Thomas, another good defensive tackle that they brought in. Isaiah Oliver, cornerback. They brought him in. And then in the draft, they got Ola Fusana, Malachi Corley, Braylon Allen, and Jordan Travis, quarterback from Florida State. Like I said, the Jets are Aaron Rodgers or bust. If Aaron Rodgers looks like anything close, if he's 85% Aaron Rodgers, this team should win this division or at least get in the playoffs. That's what it comes down to. Because we know the defense. Defense is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You add a Hassan Reddick, he's gonna give you whatever you're gonna miss from Josh Hubb. He might even give you more because Hassan Reddick, he's a 12, 13 sack type dude. So you're gonna get that with a Quentin Williams and other pieces on that defensive line. That the secondary is really good. So the defense is gonna always keep them in games.
Yeah.
So it's just all on Aaron Rodgers. Oh, they signed Mike Williams, wide receiver from the Chargers. If he can come back to being that big body receiver that Aaron Rodgers could just throw the football up to and he go get it, they have a chance.
Yeah.
Teaming him up with Garrett Wilson. If Malachi Corley can show anything as a rookie, like I said, is Aaron Rodgers a bust? Jets. It is what it is.
Yeah, I look, I agree with you in a sense. I was on your side a lot. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just think there's just too much noise with this team, bro. I really do. With the Hassan Reddick stuff, man, I get it. People are like, "Oh, he'll be back at training camp, blah blah blah." But still, though, it's just you got to deal with that drama. You got to deal with the Robert Saleh issues with the head coaching. You know what I mean? Can you really trust him as a head coach? Yes, that defense is great. They are great. Can they stay? Can they do it again? That's the thing, though. Like sooner or later, this defense ain't gonna be the same no more. You know what I mean? Like these guys
Yeah.
are getting older. You know, the luck of the draw as far as health. You know, sometimes that don't swing your way. And then
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, like, you know, you had that whole thing. I get it. You know, he went away he missed mini camp, and you know, you can take that as you want. Like, it's a big deal, not a big deal. I get it. Like, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but you know, you already had. I don't think that's the biggest news for me. I think the biggest news out of any camp that they've done so far and that he's participated in is that he was already having foot issues already. You know what I mean? They're already looking at that foot. So, and off the rip, you're going against the Niners in San Francisco. Like that offensive line better be clicking, because if it's not,
Yeah.
you could have the same. I'm not wishing this, but you could literally have the same episode what you did last year, where he doesn't make it out game one. You know what I mean? So, look, Aaron Rodgers ain't the same old Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay. I get it. If he could be healthy and he can just be somewhat competent, yes, and this defense can maintain their success, yes, with Breece Hall and all that, you know what I mean? They should be fine. They really should be fine. They should make the playoffs. They should be either in contention to win this division or come out and be in the wild card. One of the two. But
Yeah.
I just think it's just too much noise with this team, man. And it's just like there's no sense of calmness. And with the Jets, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna get. You can either get a great year, or this can be another year where it just goes off the rail, and they don't get to where they ultimately want to go.
Yeah, it could be a complete disaster. It really
Yeah.
could. Let's go to the Miami Dolphins, man. They
Mhm.
signed defensive end Shaq Barrett. They signed tight end Jonah Smith, linebacker Jordan Brooks. They signed OBJ. They signed tight end Jordy Fortson,
Mhm.
cornerback Kendall Fuller. They got Jordan. They signed Jordan Poyer. They end up losing Christian Wilkins to your Raiders.
Yeah.
Xavier Howard, linebacker Jerome Baker, and Emmanuel Ogbah. They end up signing, or they drafted Chop Robinson out of Penn State, talented edge rusher, got potential, high upside. Uh, Tackle Patrick Paul from Houston, running back Jalen White from Tennessee, edge rusher Muhammad Kamara, the kid from Colorado State, and then wide receiver Malik Washington out of Virginia. Um, my same questions with the Dolphins are this: can you beat a 500 team?
Yeah.
And are you tough enough, or can you get tough? Because
Yeah.
when you roll up in these cold weather states, cities,
Mhm.
y'all fold like a cheap tent.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, you got all this speed with Tyree Hill and Jane Waddle, and uh, you know, you got OBJ now. Like, it looks
Mhm.
good on paper. It really does. And then y'all can
Yeah.
score 1,000,000 points.
Mhm.
But when it gets down to the nitty gritty and you need a bit, can Tua take that next step
Yeah.
to being a top 10 quarterback? I'm not even asking him to be top five.
Mhm.
Just be a top five quarterback where I can count on you to make clutch plays.
Yeah.
So that's always going to. And then this defense, they've lost a lot of pieces. Now they get Jalen Phillips back. He was having a really good season before he tore his, I think his ACL or his Achilles, one of the two.
His Achilles.
He was having a really good season.
Mhm.
Then he got hurt. Bradley Chubbs, same thing, gets hurt,
Yeah.
leg injury. Like, they had a lot of injuries. I get it, but they lost a lot of pieces too in their defense. And then you still got Jalen Ramsey out there, but he's getting older. He's not the same Jalen Ramsey that we know.
Mhm.
So can this defense step up, and can they be tough enough to beat? Can they beat 500 teams? And are they just paper champions? Are they just paper look good on paper? All this speed, it looks good. Put it on Monday Night Football. They scored 35 points in September and October, but when December and January come, that don't even mean nothing.
Yeah.
And that's my question. Miami Dolphins are either they gonna make the playoffs and be one and out, or they're gonna be Super Bowl contenders.
No, yeah. I'll say this: out of all the questions, and all these teams have a lot of questions. You know what I mean? They do.
Mhm.
I think I trust the Dolphins more. I really do. I think, yeah, they did lose Christian Wilkins. I think that is a big loss, but I think they did get some help on the back end with Jordan Poyer. I think Jordan Brooks would be a really good linebacker for them. Help solidify that. Hopefully, Jalen Phillips can come back in some kind of capacity to where he is a productive player coming off that Achilles injury. But I think this offense is going to still be clicking. I think this offense is still going to be putting up points. Tyreek Hill, I know Tyreek Hill has had some drama in the offseason with baby mamas and all that type of stuff. But to me, that's just another regular offseason for Tyreek Hill. So I don't think that's going to really affect him too much. Tyreek Hill is still going to be a top 3 receiver in the league. I know people are worried from what they saw with Tua and his weight. Maybe this might be good for him. Maybe he needs to be in a lighter capacity. The thing with me that scares him is obviously the concussion thing. Luckily, he was blessed enough that he did not suffer a concussion from what we've known so far last year. So this offense, yeah, I said this offense is going to be probably the most explosive offense out of all 4 of these teams. I think in the early stages of the season, I don't think their schedule is too tough. But maybe they can get off to a really strong start and kind of command this division while the Bills are trying to figure it out. The Jets, hopefully, pretty much their health is pretty much on, up and down, these last couple of years. So the Dolphins will be the favorites for me in this division going out the gate. I just have a little bit more faith in that offense. More at this, I think the Dolphins' offense is the best unit out of this whole division. That's just how I view it.
I'm not mad at that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, let's talk about New England, man. Gerard Mayo is the new head coach. The Bill Belichick era is over.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like that now that Bill Belichick is out of the building, that tense air that be, that cloud over New England, I think this team will not be as tense. You know what I'm saying? Like it always felt like, I don't know, it just felt miserable in New England.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Especially in these latter years without Tom Brady there being the bridge
Mm-hmm.
between Belichick and the players. You know what I'm saying? Um, so Gerard Mayo can bring in some fresh, even though he's part of those New England regimes as a player and as a coach, I
Mm-hmm.
think he'll put his own spin to it. And he's young enough to relate to the younger guys too. So
Yeah.
they added KJ Osborne, wide receiver, who was with the Vikings. He's actually a really good receiver. They re-signed Kendrick. They did a lot more re-signing. Like they re-signed Kendrick Bourne, who's shown potential. He just has injury problems.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chris Baymore, defensive tackle, he's really good. Josh Uchi, he was pretty good from the edge position. They re-signed Hunter Henry, who's been pretty good with the Patriots. Madre
Mm-hmm.
Stevenson is their best player on offense right now. They signed Antonio Gibson, running back from the Commanders. He's actually good catching the football out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
They traded away Mac Jones, but whatever. They lost. I mean, it is what it is. They lost
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson again. They cut him this time. He's been a bust since he left.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Parker, I think he retired too, but he ended up leaving. Um, and then they in the draft they got quarterback Drake May. Everybody's high on him. He's got a strong arm, high potential with this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Pope, who's part of that receiving core with Washington, he has a good route running ability. So we'll see how he looks. They signed a couple of, or they drafted a couple of wild, offensive linemen, Caden Wallace, Layden Robinson, and then
Mm-hmm.
they drafted wide receiver Javon Baker from UCF. He was transferred from Alabama, so take that
Yeah.
what you want. He actually obviously has some type of talent. So
Mm-hmm.
look, we all know New England; they're in rebuild. This
Mm-hmm.
is a whole rebuild. Do I will say this about New England? Say what you want about New England. Offensively, they've been terrible.
Yeah.
Defensively, they've actually been pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
their defense is usually be like top 5, top 10.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I know
Yeah.
that was Belichick, and we all know how much of a defensive wizard Bill Belichick is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much of that's going to be lost off of Gerard Mayo. I know Gerard Mayo is a defensive mind guy himself, so
Yeah.
maybe that still maintains.
Mm-hmm.
But New England was always, especially in this division, they give everybody in this division problems.
Yeah.
Like nobody really blows out New England.
Mm-hmm.
it's usually a close game or they make it real ugly. You know what I'm saying? So they have some young pieces. I still think they're years away from competing to even win this
Yeah,
division or even think about the playoffs. But I just think New England, they could just build. This is the year they could just build a foundation with Drake May, with Gerard Mayo, get some other guys on his offense and on the defensive side, and just try to build a foundation going forward. That's what this year is all about. You don't care about going to the playoff. If you make it, hey, then it's one of them surprise seasons. They one of them teams that
mm,
just came out of nowhere. It's one of
mm,
Drake May is better than what we thought he was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it's one of those deals. But I just think you just build a foundation and try to build on it from this year to next year to maybe 2 seasons from now. We talking about New England, maybe. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Mm,
that's how I felt about New England. But I think they're going to be the last place in this division. They'll be like I don't know 4-13 or something. I don't know.
yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
that's how I feel.
I agree with you. These are the golden years for Gerard Mayo because there's no pressure. No one's expecting
Yeah.
anything from the Patriots team. Um, to me, this just is the development year. Obviously, you got your Jacoby Brissett. Obviously, you still want to be competitive in a sense. You still want to put a product on the field that you want fans to
Mhm.
come out and at least support. But I don't think Patriot fans are stupid. They're not really expecting anything at all. Like if they can get 6 wins this year, I think they'll do freaking
Yeah.
cartwheels. But I don't think they want that. I think for the most part, they kind of want to be terrible again so they can build up some more with this draft coming up. I think next year's draft is going to be good too. I know a lot of people put a lot of stock into last year's draft with just the names on it, but I think low key this draft could be deeper. I low key think it can. So just with some of the talent that's coming out. So uh I, I I agree with you. I think this Patriots defense is going to be the most surprising unit out of all the units as far as like expectations. You get Christian Gonzalez back. I think he was heading to be defensive rookie of the year
Them
before he got
too.
hurt. So, you're going to get him back. This defense is going to be really good. No matter who they play, I think they're going to be in a lot of close games. I think they're going to lose a lot
Yeah.
of close games this year. I really do believe
Hmm.
that, and I think eventually we will see Drake May get his opportunity. I think that's kind of what everybody wants to see with this team. I like the Jalen Pope draft with him being added on to that wide receiving core. Obviously, if Bourne can stay healthy, I think that would definitely be a plus. I love the
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson pickup to go along with Ramondre Stevenson. I think Stevenson is amazing. I don't think he really
Yeah.
got featured enough with that team last year. I think he needs to get the ball a lot more, especially with a young rookie quarterback who eventually will get some time from him. You know what I mean? Like Jacoby Brissett has gotten hurt too, so I don't want to see him get hurt. You want to kind of see Drake May get in towards the end of the year, where he can get at least maybe about 4 or maybe 5 games of just reps going into next year. I feel like that would be their ultimate plan, the perfect plan. You know what I mean? Like stay relevant as far as like competitiveness in games, but eventually, come week 14, throw him in there, get him some reps these 4 games. Hopefully he battles it through. You see some promising things that he's been able to develop throughout the season. And you can take that into next year and into positivity, build up in the draft again, get some free agency, and you never know. They can be heading into the direction of competing to win this division in the next year or two. You know what I mean? Depending on if Drake May can develop. So,
Yeah.
in the way the direction the Bills are going, we don't know. We don't know what's up with them. You know what I mean? I think we all expect coaching changes. We can possibly see GM changes. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
never know. You never know what that direction is going to go. We don't know the Jets. We don't know how much longer Aaron Rodgers is going to be involved. A couple months ago, he was debating whether to play this year or be a presidential candidate as far as like a VP. So, like, you know what I mean? So, like, we just don't know with the Jets, man.
Mhm.
I'm not a Patriots guy. I despise the Patriots to this day because of my Raider
Yeah.
fandom and that Tuck Rule situation. But I don't think the Patriots are in a bad situation, though. I really don't. I
No, I
think
don't either.
that they're headed. I think their defense is young and hungry, and they're going to
Hmm.
be really good. You know what I mean? And it's just that if that offense can catch up to that defense, and if Gerard
Yeah.
Mayo, if he can, just if he can take any kind of, I'm sure he's going to be a good coach. You know what I mean? Like I'm always going to root for the brother. You know what I mean? just based
Mhm.
on there's not too many black coaches out there in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah. You
no
want them
matter
to succeed for
yeah,
sure.
not I hate the Patriots, but I want the brother
Yeah,
to
yeah.
succeed in some capacity as long as it's just not with my team, but against
Mhm.
my team. But at the end of the day, man, it's all gonna come down to Drake May and that pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They do
yeah.
have some pieces that obviously they can get better with, especially on that. I think they got Austin Hooper or something for the tight end. I think they can get something better for that tight end position. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
Hunter Henry's not bad. He just had
he's not
injury
bad. He
issues.
just it's the injury thing with them. I think they need to see youth in that position eventually.
They do.
Just with how important the tight end position has become in offenses
Mhm.
as of late. But and again, you don't have any expectations with the Patriots, but I think that defense is going to be really good this year.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I'm probably with you. Uh, this division is going to come down to Jets and Miami.
It is. I said the
It's,
Dolphins have to be your favorites right now. I don't know how you don't, especially
yeah.
with all the noise with the Jets. And then you
No,
just
I
got to
agree.
see
I
you
agree.
got to see with the health of Aaron Rodgers, man. Because if he gets hurt, like Tyrod Taylor, I do think if Aaron Rodgers does get hurt, Tyrod Taylor is an excellent backup who can.
Yeah.
I think low key he might play better than Aaron Rodgers, low key. But for some reason, Tyrod Taylor is one of the players that I think he just has had the worst luck in his career, bro. Like because
Yeah.
he's been, I think he had capabilities of being a starting quarterback, but with weird injuries, you had the thing with I think they were trying to stab him, like inject him with something, and they ended up fucking up his
Punching
lung or
his
some
lung.
shit. Yeah, I'm like, bro, this, and then
But you
I
have a
think he got
theory behind
cussed
that.
one time on a weird play or something like that. I just think Tyrod Taylor. I think he's a really good quarterback. He will be a good. I think he might even play better than Aaron Rodgers, low key.
We'll
So,
see. I mean,
so
I think that's
they
why they
might.
signed him.
Yeah,
I think that's why they signed him. He was a good insurance policy
yeah.
for Aaron Rodgers. If it don't work out for Aaron Rodgers, we got Tyrod Taylor who can keep us afloat, and he's better than Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to. He's better than Zach Wilson.
He 100% is.
So, and I hope Zach Wilson starts for the Broncos. But
Yeah, I'm rooting for that too, boy. You have no
I hope he
idea.
beats out Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Although that would be funny. That would be funny. Be funny. All right, man. Well, we'll do the NFC East on Thursday. Thursday. So,
Mm.
all right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, man. I know it's kind of light on news. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Not really, bro. It's been kind of a chill weekend. You got any plans for the 4th of July, or you got to work?
I got work player.
Mm.
I might go over my boy Stan house after work though, because I know he's probably getting some fireworks. So I'll go over there and help them blow up the block.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the homies barbecue. I think I'm gonna not go to the Capital J on Thursday. I think I might not.
Oh wait, Fourth of July is on Thursday. Huh?
It is on Thursday, yeah.
Okay, well then we can do a show on Wednesday.
We always do it on Wednesdays.
I know that, but I was thinking Fourth of July was on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, no. It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Okay,
It's Thursday.
my bad. Let's do flowers of the week, player.
All right, man. Let's do it. So my flowers, I only got one. Keep it simple. My flowers go to my parents. It's their anniversary tomorrow, so I just want to
Hey,
wish them a happy anniversary.
shout
They've
out
been
to the
together for a
parents.
long, long, long time, man. So it's good to see black love out there. So I want to wish them a great happy anniversary. I talked to my mother earlier today. She's in good spirits. My dad's in good spirits. So flowers to them and for their love.
Yeah, shout out to the parents, man. It's always beautiful.
Hmm.
My shout out flowers of the week go to Bobby Vanilla.
Okay.
Happy Bobby Vanilla Day. Because Bobby Vanilla, all star, all time great with the
Oh
New
yeah, you get
York
that one.
Mets. He gets that 1.9 million until 2035. Back in
Damn.
2011, he signed a big deal. What is it? 2000, well, in 2000, the Mets agreed to buy him out for 5.9 million on Bobby Vanilla's contract. However, instead of paying Vanilla the 5.9 million at the time, the
Mhm.
Mets agreed to an annual payments of nearly 1.2 million for 25 years starting July 1st, 2011, including a negotiated 8% interest.
Mm.
So
Good for him,
every
man. That's
July
a hell of a
1st
retirement
until
plan.
2035, this man will get 1.3 or $1.9 million.
I would take that Bobby Bonilla deal, boy. I would. That would be nice.
So he'll be he won't be broke
Nah.
until 2035.
Well, hopefully not,
So
bro. So he should be Gucci.
yeah, he should be
Should
straight.
be good.
He
He
should
should
be
be
all right.
straight for the rest
He
of his
may,
life. Make some good
he's
investments.
making more than what people make annually one
Yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm.
So more of the story, kids. Play baseball.
Yo, facts. So my hell no of the week. I'm sure people have. If you have an X, Twitter, I'm sure some people might have saw this video going around over the weekend. So my hell no goes to the female UK prison guard lady who was caught in the video doing some sexual acts with some questionable men. She is married. She does have an OnlyFans. So she gets my hell no of the week for just looking how she looks. You know what I mean? And man, yeah, go get tested out there, ladies and gentlemen. Go get tested because you just never know.
Fellas, I always know she has OnlyFans. Don't put a ring on her hand. Okay.
Or she's a prison guard, obviously. Correction officer. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Leave them female correctional officers alone
Nah, man.
because
Yeah.
Snake Eyes got his eyes on her.
Nah, bro.
I got a couple of hell. My first one goes to. It's not really a hell no. It's a hell no to his situation. Iman Shepherd.
I haven't really
Boy,
been
oh
paying
boy.
attention. What's going on?
Tiana Taylor divorced Iman Shepherd, and this what she gets: 4 houses valued at $10 million.
Mm,
Has been ordered to make a one-time seven-figure payment or millions to her.
mm,
She also gets a $300,000 Maybach,
mm,
$70,000 Mercedes Sprinter,
mm.
and a damn tour bus,
Damn, she got the tour bus too? Damn.
as well as 100% ownership of all her companies. So she keeps all her shit. He's
Mm,
also required to pay $8,000 per month in
mm.
child support to both of their dollars, so $16,000. And he has to pay 100% of the private school fees. More of the story. It's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro. That's crazy, bro. So, damn,
So
bro.
there's more hell no to his
You better
situation
get,
because,
you
damn,
better start playing ball again at this rate.
big three, dog, big three.
Big three,
Um,
overseas, some.
China, they paying people left and right in China.
Oh, yeah, for real.
My other hell no goes to Taraji Henson. That damn BET Awards.
I ain't
She
watched
was a
that. I
horrible.
ain't watched it.
She was a
Who
horrible host. I
who
just want
was?
to let you know that. Taraji Henson. She was a horrible host.
I saw some where she did the "Not Like Us" thing, but
Well, that's the tip of the iceberg right there. That made me hate the song. And I love that song. She comes out there with the Kendrick hoodie on,
mm,
rapping her own version
hmm
of Not Like Us. That's
yeah,
strike number one. Then she has a segment where she's talking to like all the little content creator people was like in the front row. Yeah, Keith Lee and this other dude named Jordan. I forgot his last name. He does stuff with Method Man. It's kind of funny.
mm.
And she thought the Jordan dude was Keith Lee. And they had to point to Keith Lee like, nah, he down. Nah, he down there. Proceeds to hit on Keith Lee until she realizes that his wife is sitting next to him.
Oh wow.
So Taraji, you get the hell out of the week because you're doing way too much.
I don't
Just
think
a
she's had
damn
a good
show.
year, dog. I don't think she's had a good year.
Also, my other hell no goes to that damn Usher tribute.
What was wrong with the Usher
Other,
tribute?
other than Coco Jones, I like Coco Jones. I like you. You was looking lovely
Mm-hmm.
on that red carpet too. I
Mm-hmm.
want to let you know that, sister.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that was a part of the tribute.
Mm-hmm.
Now, think if I told you this was we doing an Usher tribute, just just, just give me some names you would think would sing some Usher songs.
Some Usher songs.
Yeah, just if you were, they said Mal, we doing an Usher tribute, and I need you to get some singers to sing some certain songs that highlight Usher's career.
You probably get like maybe like a Chris Brown.
Okay,
If you wanted to get like a uh maybe like her or some.
okay,
Um,
I'm not mad at that.
I get people. Look, I saw the Childish Gambino thing. I'm not mad at the Childish Gambino thing because he does have you don't have to call thing on one of his albums. Like people are kind of hating on that shit. I didn't see a problem with it, but
Okay,
just a lot of Atlanta R&B artists. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get like a Tank. People that are familiar with his music and love for his music.
people,
Stuff like that.
people who some people who wrote for him and things of that
Yeah,
nature.
some
I
people
get
that wrote
you.
for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe
Lucky
some younger
Day, you're
ones.
like, where
Yeah,
was Lucky Day at?
Lucky Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Some younger ones. Maybe like uh, some up and coming young artists that appreciated his work. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Get some more limelight on him. Yeah.
Would you have called Kiki Palmer?
No. Why the fuck was Kiki Palmer doing some shit?
Yeah, she was there. Like I
What did
said,
she
shout out to
sing?
see. You don't have to call. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with Coco Jones. Like whatever with her. Chloe, I'm not mad at that too. Chloe can sing.
Hmm.
Tinashe, would you call Tinashe?
I would personally not call Tinashe. No,
Would you have
not.
called the just now awarded all this wealth Tiana Taylor?
Is Tiana from Atlanta? Or is she
I
from New
don't
York?
know where she.
She's from New
I
York,
think
ain't she?
she's from New York. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't personally call Tiana Taylor because I don't think she's Atlanta. You know what I mean? I would think you want to get more Atlanta kind of like artists, like R and
I'm
B
not.
artists. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
I like Victoria Monet. I think
She's
the girl's
fired.
talented. Yeah, I think she's talented. That's not bad. I'm not mad at her. But Lotto,
What the fuck is Lotto doing with an Usher song?
she did. Yeah.
Oh my god, nah, that's terrible. There should be no rappers involved at this at all.
Summer Walker.
I'm not mad at Summer Walker. Is fire. Yeah, I would do Summer Walker. I could see a
I don't
Summer
like her
Walker. She
live
did. She
performance.
did.
I don't
She
like
did.
her.
I think she had a track with Usher anyway,
Yeah,
so that makes sense
that's
to
what
me.
she did. She did her song.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
There was a few of them in there. I was like, yeah. See, Marion, Luke James, like, I'm not mad at that list right
So you just saying it wasn't up to par for his standards, pretty much. Is that what you're saying?
there.
Like,
Yeah,
after watching
that's
the, I
Usher,
didn't.
man. That's Usher.
Yeah,
Like, I
nah,
think we
nah.
need to start putting some respect on Usher's name. Like the way some people just talk about Usher, it's like, oh, it's Usher. No, brothers, sisters,
Well,
that's Usher.
I don't even think it's just Usher. I just think they need to put more respect onto Black award shows because the Black award shows
That
just be
too.
embarrassing at this point. BET need to either
I heard
get with the
Lauren Hill
program
had a
or
good
have
performance.
somebody else do a Black award show right. Because at the end of the day, it's just like I get it. You're trying to promote the younger artists and shit like that. The Ice
I'm mad.
Spices. Like I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of her music. Sexy Red, I think she's fucking terrible. Like I don't understand it, but you're gonna hype that shit up. But I just
She's a
think
new
even the
artist.
production, the overall, like, what I mean? I remember seeing a video of, they brought out Michael Jackson to honor James Brown. You know what I mean? So, it's just, I don't think they put in the same effort in some of these award shows that they used to do back in the past. So,
Mhm.
I don't know, man. It might be time for just them to just give it up. But at the end of the day, I think you still need some kind of Black award shows for urban entertainment because
You do.
it's hard it's hard to win shit. You know what I mean? And obviously in the Oscars, Grammys, and stuff like that.
You definitely need it. It just they need to learn how to balance it out.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mhm.
You want to highlight, even if we're not fans of the new artists like the Sexy Reds, you got to put them out there because they're hot. They're selling records,
Absolutely.
whatever. I
Yeah.
get it. Ice Spice
Mhm.
too. She sells records. She got a fan base. I get it.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Mhm.
But they just got to learn how to bridge the gap and do it
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
their problem. They don't know how to bridge the gap.
No.
I
And
even
then
like the little kids, Ti's daughter and the little other girl that did the song together. I like
yeah.
they segment. That was cool. I'm all for that. Showing the little kids dancing, singing, and rapping. They actually did good.
No,
They
yeah, yeah.
did better than most performers I see that are grown.
Mhm. Mhm. No, yeah,
So
no, yeah. I said I didn't see it, but
mm,
I haven't
I just
really.
saw bits
I don't
and
even think they
pieces of
did
it. I
it.
didn't.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know what was going on until people started posting about it. I didn't. They didn't. They don't even do no promotion for this shit anymore. I don't
Not
watch
like they
BET
used to.
anymore. I don't watch BET anymore because there ain't nothing to watch on fucking BET besides whatever they do with that college show. But I don't
Well,
know,
they
man.
got those. They got those. There is one show I think you would like.
What?
What's it called? Oh, what's it called? Ruthless.
What's that?
It's about this cult. The dude's a cult leader,
Oh, okay, okay.
and this one chick. She's part of the cult. She used to be a prostitute,
Mm-hmm.
but she got part of the cult, and she has a daughter, and she's trying to figure out a way to get her and her daughter out of there. So they're plotting and scheming.
Yeah.
And she got a few other people with her that are plotting and scheming to try to get out of this cult base or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would like that show. I do.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll have to check it out. I said like with music shows, man, I think a lot of these
Yeah,
like BETs, MTVs, man, they need to get back to the music. You know what I mean? They really do.
yeah,
They really
yeah.
do.
And
Um,
and and and, and look, the hip hop awards, these ciphers, man. Can we get rappers in these ciphers? I don't want to see Ty Dolla Signs in no damn BET cipher.
well, who you gonna get? All these younger artists don't fucking rap.
What
They
then,
don't.
damn it, you get the old niggas then. I don't care.
Hey,
I
as
don't care.
what did Method Man say, man? It's just yo, it's just not for
I
it's
get
just
it.
not for them no more, man. It's
I
just
know.
these
Well,
young
then do away with the BET ciphers. Just have a big old hip hop performances and awards, and that's it. I don't want to see no ciphers because these dudes can't rap half a damn. And you see these double XL ciphers with the freshman class. 9 times out of 10, they all suck.
I just don't think these shows are meant for these new generation of eyes, bro. They're not. I think they're meant for us because that's what we grew up on. So if you're gonna do these award shows, you really can't do it because a lot of artists we love, they're not up for these awards. Like I guess for the performance part, like yeah, you could, but these young kids ain't trying to see award shows, man. They don't watch this. They don't watch shit like that. They don't care. I think they should just let it go.
Yeah.
Using bloggers, comedians, random people, and ciphers. Yeah, nah. Well, that's who the people that these young eyes, because I get it. They're trying to get the younger eyes, the younger audience to
I get all that.
watch these
But
shows. But
have him present our award. I don't want to see Drewski and Kai Cenat in a fucking cipher.
those are who they want to see though. They want memorable moments in a sense with people like that. You know what I mean? Casanat is probably the biggest superstar. Him and
I don't.
Drewski are probably the two biggest urban superstars that we have as far as the youth. Casanat is like a fucking
I
he's
get it,
like
and that's fine.
he's like
Have him
our
be the host.
yeah, no, yeah.
Have Casanat and Drewski be the host, and they could do all kinds of skits and going back and forth and feeding off each other and
I
get
agree
the
with you
young
on that.
audience that way.
Yeah,
That
I
that
agree with you.
that that, that solves that issue right there. I
Yeah.
don't want to see Ted Cruz as the host of the Hip Hop Award.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the reason behind Taraji P. Henson. I don't get that. No disrespect to her at all.
Now,
But
I mean, I don't mind Taraji for the BET awards because that's overall. So I don't mind her for that. But I'm just saying, like getting some older person do the hip hop awards, I don't want to
was
see that
was Taraji unless if it was what?
unless it's somebody that was once great. Like I don't mind like if LL Cool J is the host of the hip hop awards. He's a legend, like whatever. But learn how to bridge the gap with LL. Maybe you have Kai Cenat with LL Cool J. Maybe you have this person with that person. But you gotta learn how to balance. This goes back to balancing. You gotta learn how to balance this shit out, man.
Was
You want
Taraji
old? Go ahead.
Was Taraji P. Henson even worth having the host? Like, was she funny? Is she entertaining like that to even be
See, I
host
didn't
of a
look.
show
I'm
like
not
that?
gonna sit there and act like I watched the whole show. I just saw the parts that I saw, and I didn't too much care for it.
Because like you need somebody that's going to entertain you for these 3 hours,
I
however
get it.
long these fucking
And
shows are.
she does have she has a crazy personality. So I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
but
she
is it
can't be
worth
entertained.
watching her? Yeah, all right, I get it. You can have a crazy personality, but is it something you can watch for 3 hours? That's what I'm saying. Some people you can
Not
take
me
for like
personally.
20 minutes, 30 minutes. All right, cool, you funny, but after a while, it's all right, get out of my face. Like I don't want to hear from you no more. You know what I mean? So
Not me personally, but
I
somebody
it,
thought it
like
was entertaining.
they need to get better with getting these hosts. I think the host has a lot to do with the show to make it entertaining. If the host
Hmm.
if the host can't start the show off right, I think it just goes downhill after that. You know what I mean? Like you see it with ESPYS, you seen it with Oscars and all that. Man, you got to get that host situation correct. You know what I mean? So go out. Pay for a Kevin Hart. Go out, get a Drewski. Go out. Drewski has hosted concerts. You know what I mean? Go out, try to get Jamie Foxx. You know, I think people would love to see Jamie Foxx be back in the limelight, you know, after his whole health scare situation. You know what I
Like,
mean? We haven't really seen Jamie Foxx out
like
there
I
like
think Vince
talented,
Staples
though.
would be good for a hip hop award.
And Staples would be fired for a show like that. Will he do it? I don't know, but I think he would be fired. I low key think Joe Budden would be fired. I low key think just based
I
off
think
all the
Joe would be. Yeah, I think Joe would be funny
Joe would be funny as fuck. You know what I mean? With that
if
shit.
they
He
let him
would
be
be raw.
Joe. They
Yeah, if
can't
they
button
gotta
him
let him
up.
be Joe. They gotta let him be Joe. Will Joe even do that? I don't think Joe will ever do it,
Yeah, I don't
but they
think Joe
gotta
would
get
do
something like that. Like Taraji P. Henson, no disrespect to you, mama, but no. No one's trying to see that shit, bro. If you want to get like a female like host, shit, you can do like shit, I don't know.
it. I
Gotta be
don't know.
there gotta be somebody out there that some female either hip hop artist or somebody,
I mean, I
I
know
don't
you
know.
don't want to hear this, but maybe Meg the Stallion probably would have been a good host.
Meg the Stallion. Um Possibility. I ain't gonna hate on her. Maybe it's a possibility. I don't know. I don't know her hosting skills like that. I've never seen any of her shows, so I don't know how her performances live are. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
it's gotta be like some female comedian that can fucking do it. Like there's plenty of female comedians that can do it.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there.
Even Monique. I think Monique was good when she did her one time.
Yeah,
When she did, she did the whole Beyonce thing. Now I get
get,
it. She's not the most popular person in Hollywood at this
get Miss Pat.
moment. Who?
And one comedian chick named Miss Pat.
It's Pat.
She's
Okay.
actually, yes, she's pretty funny.
Okay.
She had a sitcom on BET. They was raw, boy. They was raunchy, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it like dealt with like real situations. It was a comedy, but it dealt with real situations though.
Oh yeah.
It
Or
was
you can
real.
get like fucking like one of them cats from fucking um like Nick Cannon show or something. Get one of them
Damn
cats.
it, get Ray J.
Ray J will be fired. Ray J will be fired. Get
And I'm not the biggest
Charlemagne or
Ray J
something.
guy.
Get like
I'm not the biggest
Charlemagne.
Ray
He
J
talks
guy.
shit to the whole
Yeah,
crowd anyway. Like he don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Get
He just
him.
got
Get
them was
Ray
gonna
J.
fight the BET Awards anyway.
Bro, let us find y'all hosts. We can find somebody that'll be entertaining. No disrespect to Taraji, bro, but come on, man. Gotta be better.
I'll take Charlemagne up there.
No, that's what I'm saying. Charlemagne.
85
I don't know.
South. He
I
can
don't
host
know.
that.
85 South will be fired. That's who I was thinking of. 85 South. Shit. I don't know if you want to do DJ Academics. I don't know, but
Hell
I,
no.
look. DJ Academics. I know, like hosting, probably not, but the entertainment value of that shit, which is him probably almost getting jumped on stage, will probably be top tier. Probably it'll probably be
He
top
would
tier.
not show up.
Or you can do a Joe Budden and DJ Academics co-host
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get
Possibly.
back to like
I mean,
some shit like that.
they kind of tried to do it when they was on that show. What was that show?
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just
And he almost got beat up by the Migos. Joe
you
Budden.
don't know what's gonna happen on that show. You know what I mean? And you give Academics some fucking Henny and shit. You don't know what you're gonna get with that dude. So
Okay.
oh, you know what? Let me ask you. You know, I never asked you. What do you think about what's that shit coming back? Damn, I was just off the top of my fucking head
Hold
too.
on, let me drop this. Hell no. Y'all get the hell
Oh
no.
my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Bye. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
All right, go ahead.
Versus. What do you think about versus
Yeah.
going to X? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I got to see it, brother. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the thing about X was when it was on Apple, it was just easy for people to access it, especially on their TVs. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how this is going to work with X. I mean, I think you got X on Fire Stick, so you probably
Yeah,
could
yeah, you
download
do.
it and
I think
watch
it's
it.
on Apple TV too.
So as long as you can access that's the problem with it going. It was going into it was a triller, whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Not everybody had that, so it was hard to access that. So,
Yeah.
and then the matchups, they gotta be good matchups, man.
Mm. What would you want to see?
Uh no, man. Who's still left? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of good matchups out there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Ti in one.
Ti one.
I want to see Buster Rhymes in one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wouldn't mind seeing Maxwell in one of these verses.
Maxwell would be fire. Maxwell would be fire. Um, maybe a Boys to Men one. Um,
hmm Boys to Man versus New Edition.
Something like that. You know what I mean? I get Boys to Men
hmm
don't have all their people, but
Members,
you know what I mean, members and stuff like that. But Missy Elliott, I would like to see a Missy Elliott one. That would be fire.
of course,
Um,
of course.
if they can,
Uh,
figure out a B2K one, that would be fire.
no, they ain't getting along right now. They ain't getting along with a Mario right now. So
I
that's
know,
why
I know.
that's why Mario did that one by himself against Mario and got smoked.
Now he did.
Uh, what else? I still want. I still since we ain't gonna never get P Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri.
No, I ain't,
Uh,
no, yeah, that is over.
we ain't never gonna get that. Give me Chris Brown and Usher, man. Bump it. Let's
Chris
go.
Brown and Usher would be fire. I would love to see a T Pain one. I think a T Pain
Yeah,
versus
T Pain would be dope.
uh I don't know
I'm just
who.
trying to think
That should be fire.
who could T
Future would be cool.
who, who would T Pain go against?
Who would T Pain go up
Because
against?
it can't be a wash. Like it can't be looking at T Pain like he about to smoke this dude. Like the
Uh,
other opponent would have to be formidable, and they have to kind of be on the same type of genre, like type of music that they make. So I don't know who would go against T Pain. That's another thing. Who would go against who?
Maybe a Jeremiah or something.
I think Jeremiah gets
Jeremiah.
smoked
I think Jeremiah gets smoked.
because that's the birthday sex and a few other joints.
No, he got some. He got some. You gotta look in the tuck. That's a good question. I don't know who T Pain would go up against.
because I got T Pain.
Because he's like an R&B rappy type of vibe. I don't know, man. I would love to see Tory Lanez in one, but you gotta wait for my man to get out of jail. Obviously with females, you can do like who could you do? Like a SWV one. SWV didn't do one, did they?
I don't think they did.
You do it like a
Who
SWV
would
one.
SWV go against?
Maybe you can do like a Janet versus Mariah or some shit like that.
I got Janet.
Plies. Yeah, she do. Yeah, you can definitely do. Did Plies do one? No, Plies didn't do one. Mm-hmm.
I like.
I'm curious about the TP one. I would want to know who could verse.
That's what I'm saying. Who would T Pain go against?
I don't know. That's a really good one to think about.
Because he would have to find somebody who they can match those hits.
Right. That's a good one.
But you can't put him against somebody who's super rappy. No, you gotta put him against somebody who's on the same line.
They should do a TDE versus OVO.
Yeah, right.
without Kendrick and
TDE.
Drake. Like just like
could,
the rest.
You could do TDE versus Dreamville.
You probably could.
How you feel about Reasons leaving TDE, man?
Man, we all saw that coming, especially with all that, especially after that one podcast where him and Top got into it or some shit like that.
That was his son, Musa. He got into it with him. He's supposed to be the new president.
Yeah, Musa, yeah.
He threw him under the bus.
Yeah, I know we talked about that a long time ago. I never agreed on how that whole conversation went about.
Me either.
Not saying what Moose was saying wasn't true, because Reason has some culpability in his situation right now as well. I get it in certain circumstances, that I get the frustration on Reason's part for not being able to release the music, but at the same time, you got to look at TDE's track record, man. They've been batting almost a goddamn 1,000 with all these artists, bro. Like, it's hard to say, like, which they didn't really have none that were not successful if they didn't go by the plan that they presented to them. So
maybe only Absol, and that's because he really don't drop. And when he did drop something, that shit was fire. Like,
yeah, but Absol was going through a lot of his shit. He went through his depression that he talked about. Almost killing himself, and then all the other instances that he has, his health problems and stuff like that. So I don't think it was so much of him. I think it was just his circumstances. No. But Reason doesn't have any excuses, though. Like, I don't know. I like Reason's music. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of rumors on where he might go. You know what I mean? A lot of people have linked him to fucking Dreamville. A lot of people have linked him to Dreamville, but I listened to Joe Budden about that shit, and he was kind of opposed to that situation because he gets compared a lot to Jid, and then it's just like you're gonna be second fiddle to that. You know what I mean? So your main issue is like you won't be the top 3 or 4 people on that fucking label anyway. So you're gonna be back in the same situation you was with TDE. So your best position is either go independent. Major. Build your shit up, build your following up, or go to a label that doesn't have as much talent as they do as over at TDE. Which I agree with Joe when he kind of put it in that sense. It's like, you know what I mean? You're kind of going into the same situation that you left with TDE. If you go to
you're right.
Go to them. So
you're right.
We'll have to think about our top 5
maybe
verses that we want.
Yeah, maybe we could do that on Wednesday.
Maybe
on Wednesday. I could do a little bit more research on who T-Pain go against.
Yeah, I have to research that one. That one's good. That one's gonna be a tough one to figure out.
Would you do T-Pain versus Justin Timberlake? Maybe T-Pain versus Missy Elliott.
T-Pain versus Missy Elliott would actually be pretty fire.
That's what I was thinking, because both of them sing, rap, dance. Like, I think
you might got one right there. You might got one right there. That might not be bad. I would probably have Missy Elliott as a favorite in that one.
Yeah.
But T-Pain, I think that'll be closer than a lot of people think. T-Pain got a lot of shit.
Oh, it'd be really close.
Got a lot of shit. Usher versus Timberlake. I think Usher washes
Timberlake. I'm not mad at that, but I'd rather see Usher versus Chris Brown.
Usher versus Chris Brown, yeah. But even that,
those
Chris Brown got a
two,
lot of shit, though. Chris Brown got a lot of shit. But it would be tough. It would be tough. That would be one of the ultimate.
I think that battle would be split down the middle. I think that would be like all the people that are like 35.
Yeah, that one would be hard. Because they both are performative guys. The live show with that versus would be really good. It would be definitely top notch. So that one would be interesting. Tevin Campbell did one, didn't he? He did one, right? Oh no, he did a versus, right?
I don't think
I thought he did one. I thought he did one.
I wouldn't mind seeing music. Did Music Soul Child do one?
Nah, Music Soul Child did not do one. Nah. So more than like it'll probably be like a Music Soul Child versus like maybe
Maxwell or something. I don't know.
Nah, I think Maxwell smokes
him. He would.
With Maxwell. Music Soul Child.
Tank. Did you do Maxwell versus Tank?
Maxwell versus Tank.
Tank got hits now.
Tank got hits, man, but Maxwell's live performance is nasty, bro. I don't know. I
He
don't
gets
know,
busy.
bro. Maxwell's
That
nice,
dude
bro.
gets
Maxwell's
busy.
nice with this shit. That's
No
interesting.
limit, no limit versus Cash Money. It would never get to the performances because they try to kill each other.
No limit versus Cash Money. Yeah, that shit'll be hood as
That'd be it.
fuck, boy.
It'd be a fight.
Southside versus Anthony Hamilton. Yeah, that's actually a good one. I'm not
Yeah,
mad at
I
that one.
like that. I like that
I'm not
one.
mad
There
at
you
that
go,
one.
Stan.
Go
I knew I
ahead,
hired you,
Stan.
boy.
Everybody give him a clap for Stan. He actually, you know what I mean? Did something right. Uh, um, what's up? Let's see. Trying to think of another one. Would you do like a Bobby Valentino? Who would you do Bobby
Yeah, he already did
Valentino?
one.
He already did one, huh? Yeah, he did do one. That's
He was
true.
on
That's
that
true.
undercard. Remember the Mario shit?
Oh yeah, he was. That is right.
It was him versus Sammy versus Ray J versus who's the other person? I forgot the other person. But it was horrible because they was about
That
to
one,
fight
that
each
one
other.
was that was one of the worst ones, wasn't it? What
Yeah,
about
because
us? No, yeah, go ahead.
Ray J he sounded well. I'm not surprised that he sounded horrible, but he didn't really do his music. Uh, Bobby was cool, but he couldn't hit certain notes. And then the Mario matchup, Marion looked like he in practice not one bit. He looked like he
Mm,
didn't do no sound no
hmm
sound check, no nothing.
Yeah.
So it was just all bad. Um, but yeah, I like that T Pain versus Missy Elliott. I tune in for that.
Yeah,
Who
I
would you
gotta look
put
to see
Ti against? See, this is why I'm
T.I.
mad at the Ludacris versus Nelly matchup because I'd have put Ludacris
It
versus
should
Ti.
have been Luda. It should have been Luda versus Ti. Or you can do maybe Ti
In
and Two
Atlanta.
Chains or something. I don't know.
Man, maybe,
You do
maybe,
Ti Two
but two
Chains
two
or
chains got his ass whooped by Snoop. Didn't he lose to Snoop or Rick
yeah, but
Ross?
why is
Rick
Two
Ross.
Chains going against Snoop? Like that's just not.
No,
That's
he went
not.
against Rick Ross. DMX went against Snoop.
Lil Jon versus DJ Khaled. Yeah,
I'm not
you
mad
can
at
do
that.
that one.
I'm not mad at
I'm
that.
not mad at
I
that.
got Lil Jon. I got Lil Jon.
I would say you could do like Metro Boomin versus
DJ Drummer, Drummer Boy,
yeah, you could do drama. Metro Boomin
Drummer
versus
Boy,
drama. DJ drama.
D Drummer, or Drummer Boy, or what's the other dude? Hit Boy.
You can do Hit Boy. Yeah, you can even do DJ drama if you want.
Oh no! Metro Boomin versus DJ Mustard. That's who it should be.
Oh, DJ Mustard. Yeah, no, that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be the one.
that's the one.
Metro versus DJ Mustard. You know, that one would be
That'll
fire.
be.
That one
Mm-hmm.
would be fire. That one would be top tier right there.
That'll be the one right there.
Nah, yeah. Nah, that would be fire.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
It's a lot. Yeah, we'll have to do something. We'll have to do our top 5 ones. So we'll have to do that either Wednesday or next week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get these shout outs, man. Glitch energy drink, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Glitch. You know, they've been rocking with us for a minute. Glitch Energy Drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, and grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy Drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy Drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use promo code Cris and Mal to get 10% off your purchases and, you know, start enjoying these great drinks, man. So shout out to Glitch. Use that promo code, man. Save that 10%.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Glitch. Whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast on, Cris and Mal podcast is available. Go ahead and follow us, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on. Cris and Mal podcast is available. Also, if you're a first time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the lives with us, just like one night was. Go ahead and talk about these topics with us because we want you guys to be a part of this show just as much as we are, man. We want to interact with you guys, so we're going to get your thoughts. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
and whatever social media platform you use, whether it be TikTok, uh, Instagram, Facebook, uh, uh, Twitch, Twitter, whatever you use to do your social media on. Cris and Mal is on there. Go ahead, follow us. Give us feedback, critiques. Hit us up with a topic, a question. If we like your topic or question, we will bring it up on the show and we'll shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, email, or hit us up in the mentions, man. And if, like I said, we like we like the question or we like the topic, hey man, we'll bring it up on the show. So, all right, kids, gentlemen, women, men, ladies and gentlemen. Until Wednesday, well.
Yes, sir.